Well, Natalie, Brentford till you die, or would you ever consider switching allegiance? And if you do, is there anything wrong in it? I don't see anything wrong in it.
The weird thing, I just couldn't imagine switching allegiance. I've invested time into this club. Why would I suddenly go, do you know what, I'm done with them now. I'll just switch to another club and then have to try and learn the history of that club, for example. This is my club. That's it. I've invested my time. This
Your club.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. This is my club, of course. Like any fan will look at their club as their club. This has been perhaps the one thing that has been consistent in my life. Brentford relationships come and go, but I have nothing.
There you go. Now there you go.
Hang on.
Now there you go.
Nothing has ever happened with Brentford for me to fall out of love with them. Yes, you can have the lows, and I've had relegations, and I've had playoff heartache and missed promotions, etc., etc. But I'll always be there come the start of the season, optimistic, believing this time around we'll get it right.
But that's almost blind loyalty. I mean,
but
what
that's what
is
it
wrong?
Isn't it? That's what football, being a football fan is about,
now
being loyal.
You and I are not exponents of this. By no means are we experts at this. But we do it in relationships. We do it in marriages.
Yeah, but that's
why you don't remain, and you don't have to remain married to some person. You can be married to another person.
I get that.
You might go to the theatre one day and think that's the best theatre ever, but I'm going to go to another one next year. What is wrong in changing the club you support?
Because I don't
because
feel...
it's blind loyalty, mate.
No,
it's a macho thing as well. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'll never change my allegiance because
I don't think
that's
you
a
call it macho.
club.
It's
that's
nothing
a club.
To be macho. It's
that's
just
a club
what you
I
feel.
support. I'm so and so till I die."
But isn't that the whole point of being a fan?
Is that?
But then, isn't that the whole point of being a fan? Though you go through the highs and you go through the lows, and you support them no matter what it is. As Trevor said, it's through thick and thin. Otherwise, you might as well just say nobody should support anyone, and what we should all be doing this season is just all support Liverpool because Liverpool are winning the Premier League.
Absolutely.
No,
if you want to, some people have.
That's not what being a football fan is for me.
Why do so many people in London support Manchester United? Why do so many people in Aberdeen, Dundee, Ayr, Edinburgh support Rangers or Celtic, getting buses and charge out their own city?
Trevor already said that.
It's ridiculous.
But Trevor already mentioned that.
Ridiculous.
It doesn't necessarily have to be your local club. There could be a family reason.
But
there
also,
could be
it's
some
not a two-way street,
club.
Natalie, because clubs are not loyal to you. They don't really care whether or not. Brentford don't care if you support them or not. Who cares? It's good for you to say that you support Brentford, but Brentford don't really care about your support.
Just because they're not loyal to me doesn't mean I can't be loyal to them. I love my club. I enjoy going to Brentford. You love the club? I do.
You love the club?
I do. I'm a nervous wreck right now with what I'm having to go through, the possibility of if we get promoted. I love what we're going through right now, but equally it makes me so nervous. But
it's only football. It's only football.
It's only football.
I mean,
but football is a huge part of a lot of people's lives. It brings us together. It's not only watching a team. It's about the people that you sit with. It's about the people you go to the games with.
So why do some people find it so offensive then, do you think? And you're probably one of them. Do you find it offensive that somebody will support one club, but further down the line think, do you know what, I'm going to support this club? Why do so many fans find that offensive? It's nothing. It's only football.
No, for me, I would find it odd. I'd have to ask why. Why are you switching clubs? What's the reason for switching? But I just couldn't do it myself.